Welcome to Angela's Busy Garden and Homestead. And guys, today I'm going to be planting my Seascape strawberries in my Dollar Tree tiered planter. And just want to share with you that I received these Seascape strawberries from the Carolina Gardener. And I'm so excited to be using my tiered planter for the very first time. I wanted to give it a try. So just stay tuned and I'll share with you how I will be potting up these strawberries in my tiered planter. Okay, let's get started. So when I received my strawberries, they were bare root, and I soaked them in water for a couple of hours and planted them in these little starter pots that I received from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be placing them in each of these three sections of the tiered planter. But before I do that, I want to put soil in each of these, and I'll probably go ahead on and put a coffee filter in here as well, because as you can see, I've poked holes in the planter, and some of the holes came out a little bigger than I would like. So I'm going to place a coffee filter down in each of the sides. So now that the coffee filters are inside, I can now add my soil. In planting your strawberries, you want to make sure that the crown, which is this part right here, is above the soil line. This one is a little low. I'll add a little more soil. And I want to angle them towards the outside so that when they're stacked, I'm not placing them on top of one another and they're able to reach out and get sunlight. So I'm planting them kind of on an angle like this. Okay, now that I have all three of these in, I'll just add a little more soil to the middle. Now this crown here, I can see where the roots are exposed, so I can add just a little bit more soil here. Okay, and this will be level 1. And now moving on to level 2. Again, I made sure to poke holes in the bottom, and I've added my filters as a liner. And I'm going to fill this pot with soil as well. Okay, now I'm going to add my strawberries. Again, I want to lean it to the outer part of the planter. that. I'm going to add a little more soil to the middle to just make sure that where I've planted my strawberries stays intact. And put a little pressure down on the soil to compact it a little more. Okay, and tier 2 is completed. Now moving on to tier 3. Again, I have my holes in the bottom of my planter, and I'm going to place in my coffee filters. Filling it up halfway with soil. Now I'm going to add my Seascape strawberries. Getting this next one in there. I'm leaning it toward the side. This one I can add a little more soil. The main thing you want to remember when you're planting your strawberries is to not plant the crown. So I'm going to get this third tier stacked up, and I've got one more to go. Again, the same process. There are holes in the bottom. And I have my coffee filters inside. I'm only going to go 4 tiers high because I'm going to be placing these on my balcony. And because of the high winds we typically get around the springtime, and with all of the tornadoes we've been having, I don't want it to be so high to where it'll knock over. So I think 4 tiers high will be sufficient. Now I'm going to add my strawberries, and again I'm leaning them towards the outer part of the container, like so. Just making sure to not allow the soil to cover the crown. I haven't grown these kind of strawberries before, but I tell you, every last one of those bare root strawberries have set out new stems, and they've also started flowering. I'm going to keep my label. I'm going to add a little more soil to the top. And I'm thinking, since this is the very top, I might can add another one right here in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me go get another one to plant here in the middle. Okay guys, I've got my tiered planter out on my balcony, and as you can see, it's sitting on top of a milk crate, and I'm just going to go on and water that in. Okay guys, there you have it. I've planted my strawberries, and as you look here, I can see where I can add a little bit more soil here, or try to cover the roots just a little bit better. Push it in maybe just a little bit more, just to bury the roots but not to cover the crown. And about 4 days ago, I sowed some seeds over here of the red giant mustard greens, and as you can see, they are already coming up. And I planted some carrot seeds in the middle, and I can't tell if they are coming up or if I'm looking at the red giant mustard seeds that have germinated, but they are coming along quite nicely. I just want to thank you all for joining me today, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. God bless. Bye-bye.